Hi, this is Jason here. I just wanted to make a quick video about an issue I was having with Adobe Analytics and tracking page names in the page report. To give a bit of background, and for those of you that are experts in Adobe Analytics, you might be thinking this is an absolute no-brainer. So this video is really intended for people that might be newer to Adobe Analytics that are not used to some of the basic configurations. So what I did was, on a blog I have, my personal blog, I deployed Adobe Dynamic Tag Manager, or Adobe DTM, and by way of DTM, I pushed Adobe Analytics and Adobe Target to my website. And what was happening, I set up some basic things. I was not getting page titles. So if you went to this page, I wasn't seeing the About Jason. I was just seeing Other. Ignore this here, this was from testing, but mostly everything was showing Other. So instead of saying I had 5 people going to a page, it would just lump everybody together. The long and short of it was, I didn't have this page configured to actually pass everything. The benefit is, with Dynamic Tag Manager, it really makes it easy to configure. So I want to use this video to show you how I did this. For those of you familiar with DTM, this is my blog. These are the tools that I have pushed. You can very easily add additional tools if you would like. But the first thing you have to do once DTM is on the page, you have to click up here on Rules. And when you click that, you need to configure a data element. And the data element I configured was this page name. It's a JavaScript object. So to show you what I did was, I had DTM deployed to the site. I set up page name, document.title, force lowercase, and I saved those changes. So what that gave me was a data element in here for page name. After I did that, I then had to configure Adobe Analytics. So what I did was, within Analytics, I clicked in the configuration, and you scroll down to page views and content. And on page views and content, I had to configure page name here. And then once I did that, I simply clicked Save. So after you do this, before I approved it and published it, I wanted to ensure it was working. So what you can do is use DTM Switch or DTM Debugger. And to give you an example of what this is, this enables you to effectively say, I want to see the changes I just made with DTM, even though they have not been published and approved. So turn on debug, turn on staging, refresh the site, and let's go to a specific page on the site. And then in Google Chrome, I'm going to go to Inspect, and after Inspect, I'm going to go to Network. I'm going to filter on /SS, and I'm going to reload the page again, and you're going to see here that this S-code contents loads. Click it, and you can look at the headers. You're going to see now that the page name element is passing. Before I had this configured, this was blank. No page name was going into Adobe Analytics. So that's using DTM Switch. You're able to actually see the changes. So once I knew the changes were accurate and working, I would go in here and I would actually approve it. And then once approved, I would publish the new queue. I already approved it and I already published it. So what does that give me? When I go to my pages report, I now have accurate tracking. So if you go back to the pages report here, you're going to see that I can actually see every page that a person is going to. So instead of just seeing Other and that one issue I had, we'll change our date range. Let's include just today, because I configured this today on January 18th. Change that to the 8th. And then I'll run the report. And you're going to see under pages multiple additional pages about the doorbell installation. All of that is actually going to show now on the page. So I hope this video is helpful. I know it's basic for experts, but I have to admit, a few quick Googles, I couldn't find an answer, and I was overcomplicating it by trying to build a JavaScript, when given I had Adobe DTM, you can do this in just a few minutes. Thanks for watching. and I'll post this on my blog and on YouTube as well. Again, I hope it's helpful, and have a great day. Thank you.